Hello, this is Brian from Geopath, and welcome to the fourth video in the Measurement Fundamentals series. In the impression and GRP videos, we discussed how those metrics reflect exposure to a campaign, whether as a gross count defined as impressions, or as a gross percentage of a population defined as GRPs. These metrics have duplicated views in their calculations and provide a measure of tonnage and media weight. When an advertiser wants to know how many different people will see an advertisement and how often, the metrics used are reach and frequency. Reach measures how many different people will see an advertisement. It counts each person only once, no matter how many times they see a unit during the reported period. Therefore, total reach can never be more than 100%. Frequency measures the average number of times the target audience will see the advertisement in a specific time period. Let's break it down with an example. Say there's a universe of 10 people. 7 out of 10 saw the ad, therefore the reach is 70%. The frequency, or number of times they see the ad, varies by person, depending on their travel patterns around the market. Reach and frequency are very helpful measures of campaign performance. These two basic measurements are a terrific way to quantitatively explain what a campaign delivers for both local and national advertisers. In a world of unlimited budgets, we would obviously maximize both reach and frequency. However, most advertisers don't have the budget to emphasize both. Therefore, a decision must be made in favor of one or the other. Marketing objectives provide a guide on which to emphasize. For example, reach should be a higher priority for a new campaign or a brand with few competitors. Frequency is a more important metric when facing intense competition or when struggling to establish the brand as an industry leader. It's important to note that out-of-home provides healthy frequency levels while still providing scalable reach across a market. Let's take a few minutes to relate the basic terms we've reviewed in the past few videos. Reach gives us a percentage of our audience in terms of unique exposures. Frequency gives the average number of times an audience is exposed to a message. GRPs and TRPs give us a percentage of our audience in terms of gross impressions. Therefore, reach times frequency equals GRPs or TRPs. Let's take a look at a few examples. Say we have a 77% reach in our universe with a 10.2 frequency. Let's take a minute and think about how to solve for TRPs. Remember the formula reach times frequency equals TRPs, so 77% times 10.2 equals 785 TRPs. We can use basic algebra to solve for missing metrics. In this second case, we have the TRP value of 785 with a 77% reach, so how do we solve for frequency? If we reverse the calculation, 785 divided by 77%, we can determine what the frequency is. And of course, if you have 785 TRPs and you know the frequency, you can solve for reach. While the formula is relatively simple, we need to understand that while reach and frequency occur at the same time as a product of GRPs, they occur at different rates and in an inverse relationship. Within a given number of GRPs, as one goes up, the other goes down. According to the equation, an advertising schedule composed of a 50 reach with a 2.0 frequency yields 100 GRPs. If these same 100 GRPs were delivered in a different mixture of media, the reach might decrease while the frequency would increase. In theory, selecting multiple out-of-home formats and/or locations that are geographically dispersed would achieve a higher reach within those GRPs. GRPs tell us how much weight is needed, but it's reach and frequency that give us an important piece of the advertising puzzle. Reaching broad numbers of the target without enough frequency to influence the target audience's behavior is ineffective. But reaching too few people with a lot of frequency might not produce the desired result either. Marketing goals will help determine which of these two metrics should be emphasized. As we continue to expand the ways we evaluate campaigns, reach and frequency will have to adapt to ROI and KPI measurements and even more refined targeting. Some things to remember. Reach does not include duplication and therefore cannot be added, like impressions and GRPs. There are industry models that deduplicate impressions to get the unique views and the corresponding frequency. Thanks for watching Foundational Concept Video 4, Reach and Frequency. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to geekout@geopath.org.